Hey guys, I'm Joe for those of you who don't know me, which is probably most of you. So I'm just making a little informal update video for myself. I just wanted to talk about what I'm reading and stuff, and for Resurrected Ministries, just kind of talking about what's going on with us and what I'm working on with that. Just real quick before we start, just so you know, I really don't know how to work this whole camera thing because I'm not very good with this sort of thing. So the camera is only going to stay on for like 2 minutes. So I'm going to have to, so like after like 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to have to turn it off and then turn it back on. So just so you know, it's going to be all broken up. So yeah. Also, I have a pimple. That's kind of embarrassing. Well, probably can't see it that bad. Probably can't see it that much right now. Yeah, I guess it's kind of going away. Anyways, just thought I'd let you know about that. So I just wanted to go through. Dude, my hair's sticking up. What? Do I look like this like in public normally? Oh. I just wanted to go through what I'm reading right now, what I'm going to be reading. So I'm reading this book, Discovering Philosophy by Thomas I. White. I found it at a used bookstore for $1, and it's really good so far. It goes through and it explains what philosophy is basically, and it goes through some of the different famous theological questions and debates. And it's pretty cool how, because it gives different arguments that people have given, and that gives like a little biography on them, like a little paragraph thing on them. It's pretty cool. It's a good book so far. I just started actually. As you can see, I'm not very far at all. So, yes. Actually, I've just started most of these books, so I'm kind of not very far. Scaling the Secular City by J.P. Moreland. One of the more respected, well-known apologetics books. So he takes a classical approach to apologetics. Which is interesting. He teaches at Biola, which is a little bit south from where I am. Actually, like 4 hours south from where I am. So I'm gonna be reading this with Vinny, somebody else I'm doing the ministry with. I've read like the first chapter super long time ago, but we're gonna go through all of it together. Should be fun. Yes. So this book. You all know this book, Misquoting Jesus by Bart Ehrman. I should have read this a long time ago. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm into apologetics and I haven't read this. It's kind of embarrassing. So me, Vinny, and Sel, so all of us with Resurrected Ministries, we're all going to be going through this together because we all recently, well, I've had this book for a while, but we all have the book now. So we're going to go through it together, and we're going to do a big review of it for the website. See what Bart Ehrman has to say. And I'm also reading The Language of God by Francis Collins. He was the head of the Human Genome Project, a really big guy. He is a theistic evolutionist, but he's arguing for the existence of God in this book here. It's pretty good so far. He first talked about how he went from being an atheist to a Christian, which mostly got into the more argument for God's existence, which he did a good job, I think, explaining and defending. I guess it wasn't too in depth, but it's still a pretty good primer. And so the last chapter was on the origin of the universe. So he got into some of the evidence for God that can be found there, and he's just getting into evolution now. So interesting. Speaking of evolution, I posted something on the blog. Okay, well, the camera's going dee-dee, so we're going to turn this off and then start in a second, which I guess is a good point for it to turn off. So, yes. Alright, so anyways, so on the blog recently I posted something about how I'm going to begin studying the issues regarding evolution and interpreting Genesis 1 and the age of the earth, all this stuff, because I'm admittedly very, 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 very ignorant about all of these subjects, and so I know where most of you on YouTube fall, but I'm not educated enough in these areas to say that I hold to any particular position. So I listed some books I'm going to be reading on the blog, but right here I'll explain some of them. Obviously this is the first one that I already talked about. Also, yes. I know a lot of people don't like Hugh Ross, but I've had these of his for a long time, so I'm just going to go through them. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to read this. Never mind. This is his interpretation of Genesis 1, should be interesting. He's an old Earth creationist. I'm not sure how old. Again, I'm ignorant about this, but yes. So Hugh Ross. Another book of his, Creation and Time, which I guess deals with the same sort of subject, the age of the Earth / universe. I don't know. Yeah, cool. Now, as far as evolution, obviously, The Origin of Species by Charles Darwin. I mean, you have to read this, obviously. I mean, you know, so looks like it's going to be a mission. Looks like it's pretty tough reading. I don't know, but yes. So this will be on my waiting list of books to read. I'm gonna know with Language of God. Maybe I'll read this. I'm not sure. Darwin on Trial by Philip E. Johnson. I know this book isn't that popular on YouTube. Yes, professor at Berkeley. I'm not sure if he still is or not, but yeah, he either was or still is a professor at Berkeley in law, and he's writing on evolution. He's obviously against it. Yes, interesting. And this book I found in my chemistry teacher's pile of books, How Humans Evolved by Robert Boyd and Joanne B. Silk. This is written by 2 professors of anthropology at UCLA. So yeah, it's pretty cool actually. It has a whole section just dealing on like the theory of evolution in general. So that'll be very useful to me in trying to understand what the theory states and the evidence that's given in support of it. Then it goes into like the nature, I guess, and like behavior of primates, and then humans, I guess, how humans evolved. So yes, interesting. This is a big book. It's gonna take me forever to read. Yes. So those are the books I'm reading. Just real quick. Actually, hold on. We're just gonna stop real quick. Hold on. Yes. Anyways, so now for a little informal update for Resurrected Ministries. I guess we don't really have much going on. Really, we haven't really been doing a whole lot. Everybody's just been really busy with the school year ending and everything. So, yeah, not much to say, I guess. However, Vinny is going to be going to Pepperdine in October. So, you know, so far we have just been a small ministry that's just based in Santa Maria, but now it's going to have 2 bases, kind of 2 fronts. So Resurrected Ministries is going to be in Santa Maria, California, and in the LA area, which should be cool. So, yes. Dang it, we don't really have anything to update about, I guess not. So I guess I'm done making this video. Cool. Thanks for watching.